Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall see what's going on a lovely island of Fawnhollow today, where I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about today, so we'll sort of see what sort of conversations naturally rise. I mean, I could talk about Chicory, A Colourful Tale, because I have finished recording at least the main campaign part of it, but there is probably some post-game stuff which I haven't done yet. I actually finished recording that yesterday, but, you know, I wanted to talk about it, I suppose, after I finished everything, so I'm not going to talk about that yet. In my monologue, I'm going to talk about, I don't really know, anything particularly exciting happened to me today? Not particularly, I don't think. It's just been an average day. Hello, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 4:40 PM on Thursday, May 26, 2022. I suppose I ran out of grapes today, so I had an apple. Instead, I tend to have a fruit snack as a bit of an afternoon snack. Grapes, you know, are they my favourite fruit in the world? No, I don't think so. I often say mango is. I don't know if that's actually technically true anymore. At least it was true when I was younger. But, I mean, I like a lot of different things, a lot of different reasons. If, you know, see that Animal Crossing tier list, if you really had any doubt of that. So, often it's quite difficult for me to pick a number one favourite thing. It's more like there's many things I end up liking. And, you know, for fruit-wise, at least, certainly mangoes are up there, lychees are up there, grapes, I think, are up there. But, you know, I also have a respect for the humble apple and the humble banana, but especially banana, because banana's the sort of fruit where it's just like, I would eat this at literally any time. It's so just like, it's a really everyday sort of like inoffensive fruit. I would eat it whenever it's just like, you know, oh man, I really want to have a fruit, but, you know, a mango or a lychee, but just a bit too sweet or like sticky or messy right now. I really don't want to eat one of those, and just like, boom, banana's got your back. Banana, so easy to eat. You don't even need to like wash it or anything, or at least, you know. I mean, I know a lot of people don't actually wash their fruits. I'm finding I'm a majority of most of my friends. I seem to be the only one who washes their fruits before I consume them, which is, you know, fair enough. Everyone's got their own sort of different things that they care and don't care about. This is just clearly something which is like, either your parents, you know, washed the fruit, or your parents didn't wash the fruit, and my parents just washed the fruit. So that's, you know, just kind of what I learned to do, and now it just kind of feels more right to do it this way, I suppose. Whether it is or not, it's kind of debatable. I mean, it's the sort of thing where I think most people are in accordance. You're technically should, because there might still be like stuff on the fruit or something after it's been harvested, even though the fruits are washed, I think, a lot of times after they've been picked. But it's also the sort of thing where it's like, probably nothing's going to really happen if you don't wash your fruit. I mean, you might get like a rare situation, a horrible situation where something bad might happen, but that really is few and far between, and I certainly don't blame you for taking that risk, because I suppose the worst that comes to it would be like, oh yeah, no, you eat some dirt, which is not horrifically bad. It's just kind of gross, I suppose. But it's also a thing because, like, I suppose in China quite often, like, pesticides are used quite frequently, so it's quite common to like wash fruits in that regard. That's why my parents are very used to doing it. Because I remember when we used to have like apples in China, because it's you basically always had to peel the skin off the apple before you ate the apple. Otherwise, you know, there's like chemicals or something on it. I don't know how true that is. It's just kind of something my parents and my grandparents always did, so I sort of just followed in their footsteps. And now I just sort of wash them because I'm just like, I like things to be clean, I suppose. You know, even if it's not even that dirty. And like, I'm not going to complain. If my friends, you know, have some fruits out or whatever, you know, invited me around and bought some fruits for some snacks or something, I'm not going to be like, I can't believe you didn't wash these. But if it's like, hey, you know, can you prepare those fruits? Yeah, I'll wash them. You know, just run them a quick rinse under the sink or whatever. And amusingly, it's probably like, a sort of situation. Oh, I got a Discord message on. I need to reply to this. Sorry, this message is actually kind of important to reply to, so I am replying to it now. Okay. Something unfortunate might happen. Oh, well, that's no good. So we're going to purify exactly what happens. No, I wasn't going to buy groups. Oh, yeah, washing fruits. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I don't wash every fruit. I don't wash bananas, obviously. I mean, I wash things where you eat it as it is. So, you know, I wash grapes, wash apples, and by wash, you know, just in case you haven't like washed a fruit before, which, you know, you might think that's me being very patronising. It's not me. I don't really know the audience I end up speaking to. It's Animal Crossing, so I assume it skews a bit younger than you might expect. When you wash a fruit, don't wash it with soap or like washing up liquid or anything like that. Just, you know, rinse it under water, maybe give it a bit of wipe. That's what I do with my hands. Whether you're actually meant to wash fruit like that on, well, I don't know. I guess technically, if you wanted to be very technical about it, you could put it in a colander and sort of like run it through water, like same when you wash like a salad or rice. Well, I mean, I don't really wash rice in a colander, but still, I guess you could. Yeah, something like that. You know, wash grapes, wash apples. So many other strawberries, raspberries, basically any sort of berry, I wash. And then I guess you might get kind of technical about it, being, oh, technically like raspberries aren't berries, and technically bananas are berries. Okay, not the scientific definition, but culinary definition of what a berry is. I wash those. Yeah, I know. To be fair, I'm sure a lot of the fruits you eat actually, like in your life, are not washed a lot of time. Like if you go to like a restaurant, there's like fruit bowls or whatever, and it's not like running it underwater is really gonna get rid of anything particularly dangerous. It's more just to get any sort of like grime off of it, I guess, is what I want. And some people are kind of okay with the grime, and me, you know, I'm a bit of like I'm not gonna say I'm obsessed with cleanliness, because that's not true, but I do like things to be clean as much as possible. I tend to prefer having the grime, you know, be gone grime, or that sort of thing. Are we talking about washing fruits, I guess? And washing vegetables, I always wash vegetables as well. One thing which I'm surprised a lot of people don't actually wash is spring onions, because spring onions often get like a lot of dirt trapped inside the actual, I don't know, the stalk part itself, you know, the green stalky part. And yes, I often ruin the structural integrity of a spring onion by cutting that pit open just to make sure I can wash it out completely. I don't know if you're actually meant to do that or not. I'm not Gordon Ramsay. Anything I say here to do with cooking, by the way, I'm not an expert in, and I also don't really like mind if I cook something and it tastes worse than usual, because as I say before, my taste buds are not that great in the first place, and I am sort of very taste not adverse, but taste indifferent might be a better way to put it. So a lot of how things taste, you know, I kind of just forget about how they taste immediately. It's a thing that I mentioned before. Every time I try and think about how something tastes, it's never me remembering how something tastes. It's me reconstructing how I think it tastes in my mind. So anyway, that's not the point. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I think I wash all my vegetables. Wash broccoli, definitely. That's probably my most commonly consumed vegetable. Wash cucumber, even though it comes in a plastic wrap anyway. It just, like, if you eat the skin of it, if you don't peel anything away, I always wash it, because that's just how it feels. Wash tomatoes, you definitely, I feel like you should always wash tomatoes. Tomatoes seem to have like the highest incidence rate of like being covered, well, not covered with dirt, but you know, having dirt on them. I don't wash carrots. That's fair actually. That's because I peel the carrots all the time. Do I wash lettuce? I don't wash lettuce actually. Now you mention it. So I guess that's one fruit which, you know, you eat in its entirety. You don't peel, and I just don't wash. But to be fair, I don't eat the outer layer of a lettuce, because often when it comes to like lettuce and cabbage, you get like these outer sort of leaves which are like not particularly edible. Sometimes, you know, I cook them, but I don't eat them raw necessarily. So when I eat the inner leaves, which, you know, are kind of protected by that outside seal or peel. What other vegetables are there? Mushrooms. I wash mushrooms. I always, you know, it says on the packet, okay, no, but mushrooms are definitely higher priority to wash than tomatoes, in my opinion. Like, mushrooms are always covered in dirt, which makes sense, you know, they kind of grow in the dirt, quite literally. Depending on the mushroom type, I suppose, that you have. Always covered with dirt, but you don't want to completely soak your mushrooms. Like a lot of other vegetables and fruits, you like sort of soak them, you can put them in like a little bath, and it doesn't really matter. Mushrooms, you can't really do that because they're so porous, I believe, that if they end up sort of like absorbing all the, whatchamacallits, the water ends up being like, ruining the meal. So, I guess that's my advice, to not do that. But for mushrooms, you know, I just sort of rinse them under some water, you know, wipe off any sort of grime or, I don't know what recipe we just learned, but we're going to take a leave. Wipe off any sort of grime or dirt that may have accumulated on them, and then, you know, dry them off. You're meant to like pat them dry or something, like a tea towel. I assume. I don't often have tea towels at hand. So sometimes I use paper towels, but if I do have a tea towel at hand, I'll use a tea towel, of course. Or maybe I don't. Sometimes I just give them a vigorous shake, which technically is a thing you'd be surprised that I do, because a lot of times I try and do things like quite how you're meant to do them, quite, or how it's advised you do them. I don't usually take shortcuts, unless I really, really have to, I suppose. But this one I take a shortcut. Like, I really notice much of a difference between the quality of the mushrooms I cook from, you know, patting them dry and not patting them dry. What other sort of vegetables are there? Ain't this the most fascinating topic of conversation? What vegetables do you wash and not wash? Eggplants. I don't eat eggplants all that often. I guess I do wash them. Yeah, I do wash them. Okay, fair enough. But eggplants are super easy to wash anyway. I'm gonna be honest. And honestly, I don't think I've ever had an eggplant which has like had dirt on it. Eggplants I get always seem to be so clean anyway. Compared to things like mushroom. I don't know, what is it about mushrooms? I guess they just get picked up with dirt anyway and then get easily sort of like caught up in there, the nooks and crannies of a mushroom, that like sort of membrane thing it has underneath its cap. What other sort of vegetables are there in the first place? Onions, I don't wash onions. I mean, they got a peel. I can't think of any other vegetables. Corn? I don't really have sweet corn often. I mean, sometimes I have tinned sweet corn if I have sweet corn most of the time. Or like loose corn. I very rarely buy corn on the cob. Would I wash corn? I guess I would. No, would I? I don't know. I think it depends. I think that's the sort of thing where I'd give it sort of like a look over, the eye check. You know, you have a little bit of a glance up and down and be like, does this corn? I was gonna say reverberate. Reverberate is not the word I wanted. Does this corn have any sort of like dirt or any sort of muck on it? If yes, if no, whatever, then you know, react accordingly. You know, scream and go and then wash it. No, if it's got any dirt, you know, I'll wash it off and that sort of thing. But I don't know. I don't really have corn on the cob very often. I'll be perfectly honest. And I feel like the only times I do have it is when it's grilled on a barbecue anyway. Which I don't know. Then you kind of hope when it's cooked, it sort of kills all the germs. I mean, it's not like washing them really kills any germs. Unless they're really sort of just like only surface-borne germs which can't survive underwater. Which I don't know how many germs that applies to. Ooh, the bell rock. It's been a while since we hit the bell rock, I think. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of other vegetables. It's actually a little bit difficult thinking of other vegetables that I eat. Onions, peppers. Oh, I wash peppers. You should wash peppers. To be fair, peppers are kind of like in the same sort of category as eggplants, I find. But they always seem to be very clean when we wash them. So it's sort of sunk in like what a weird conversational topic I'm having here. I'm talking about washing fruits and vegetables. Peppers and eggplants, like the outer membrane they have, it must be like the same sort of like thing because they always seem so clean when I buy them at the supermarket. I mean, it might be different because I feel like peppers and eggplants are ones I don't know. I buy loose eggplants. I don't buy loose peppers a lot of the time. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do. I don't know. It's been a while since I've really thought about what sort of pepper I bought. I mean, most of the time I try and buy things loose if I can. Because, you know, I mean, waste not, want not. There's no real need for a lot of the plastic packaging. The exceptions are mushrooms, I think. Mainly because, it isn't really mainly. I guess I got really no excuse. The boxes of the mushrooms coming are quite kind of useful, I guess. Is a long and short of it. I use it to have like a temporary food waste bin, basically. You know, line it up with some newspaper or whatever recyclable thing, which can, a decomposable thing, which can go in the food waste bin. Put your food waste in there, and then, you know, put it in the food waste recycling bin. Very useful. So that's something my parents used to do, and I've emulated them. What else are vegetables out there? Like, yeah, I mean, things like pumpkins and squashes. I mean, there's not really much point in washing them. And I don't eat them anyway. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like, I like them as flavorings certainly, and if they're like in like they're really good in curries. I find, you know, curries are like pumpkin in them, or like well, not sweet potato. Sweet potato is a bit different, but I do like sweet potato. Squashes and that sort of thing. I find them very nice in curries, but I don't know. They're a lot of effort to prepare. Oh, bean sprouts. That's a good one. I don't actually think I wash bean sprouts. Surprisingly enough. I feel like bean sprouts are wet enough already. Which is perhaps one of the reasons. Oh, you know one thing I need to do? I can't tell you what it is in case... Huh. I'm going to buy this. You might be wondering why. But I need to check what clothes I have. Because there's something I need to do, but obviously I can't say because in case that friend's watching. My friend's probably not watching, I'm gonna be honest. If you're one of my close friends who knows me in real life and your birthday's coming in the next 2 days, then I suppose stop watching. But I need a number because basically I'm kind of using Fawnhollow as a sort of it's basically I need to use it and I need to hide some numbers in it. So I just need to check what sort of number tops we have. We have 10. But those aren't ones I want. I want the actual number tops. You know, the one which have a billiard balls. I just need to kind of see which ones we have. 987. Oh, we got the number 1 top. Okay, that's good enough. As long as we got 1 number, that's all I need. The rest of it I've already got planned. Anyway, we're going to open over here. And I'm going to think about what I'm doing because I forgot what I was doing. What ongoing missions do we still got left to do? Oh, those are annoying. Fossils talking to people. No, of course I don't hate talking to people. What was I going to say? I don't really recall. Washing fruits, vegetables. What other fruits and vegetables are there? Potatoes? Don't wash potatoes, to be fair. I don't think you're meant to. I mean, I don't really know who decides if you should be or not should be, or if you should or shouldn't. That's a human way to say it. Wash certain vegetables or fruits or vegetables or not. Did we give Fauna the clownfish she wanted? I think we caught it and then we just sold it, didn't we? Whoops. Sorry, Fauna. I don't really know who decides, but I suppose the people who actually like produce them should probably decide in the first place. I wonder what farmers do. I assume because farmers are picking them directly things directly from the earth himself. They probably do wash them when they eat their own produce. I never really, you know, it's one of those things. Farming, like I can't imagine how farming actually works enough that you can grow enough food for one family. Like I just need to like live on a farm for like a month or something to actually like get my head around farming. Not like the concept of farming, but the fact that how produce from farming even works. How is it even possible to produce enough, I suppose, to last like a family for our entire year? Or like how much farmland do you need for that to actually happen? I suppose. And I suppose it's like storage and refrigeration is what happens over winter months, but I don't know, something about it is just like wild. Especially like farms which rear animals to be consumed for their meat, like pigs and that sort of thing. Like, how many pigs do you need? Like, surely you can't afford to eat meat every single day. You're not going to have enough pigs or cows. Or maybe pigs and cows make a lot more meat than I expect, in which case, fair enough. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I can certainly understand how you get enough milk every single day, because certainly milk-based cows these days produce a heck of a lot of milk. Anyway, yeah, I wonder what farmers do. Because you can go 2 ways about it. They're the ones who work most directly with the fruits and veg. They see how dirty things can get, so of course they're going to rinse it off. Or you might be like, they're the ones who are more accustomed to it in general and understand that there's not really much of a need, I suppose, to rinse them off or something in the first place. I'd imagine, you know, most people are sensible that they'd rinse off, like, okay. I suppose it's sort of like tiers of, like, when you start, like, rinsing off your fruits and vegetables. And obviously at the bottom tier, you got things like raw potatoes and then raw things which grow in the ground. Of course, I think nearly everyone would probably rinse those off, but unless they want to eat soil, in which case, I mean, I guess you do you as long as it doesn't hurt you, but I'm not going to say that with any confidence because I don't know. I can't imagine eating soil's particularly good for you, but I guess I don't really know. I'm not a geologist or whatever, so I can't really comment on that. But I suppose I could start setting up the thing I need to do for like my friend's birthdays. I suppose you can be a little bit privy to that. It's basically that they need to go into Fawnhollow. They need to find a few numbers here and there. So, hold on. I've made notes of it somewhere. I just need to actually look at it itself to see what I wrote down because I planned this all out beforehand. What I need to do. Okay. Oh. Interesting. So, I actually forgot this was one of my ideas, was to title one of the latest Animal Crossing videos. Title will be a number. Or have a number. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, that's a bit annoying, because on his birthday, that's going to be the Happy in Paradise one. So, you know what? I'm going to... Oh, what number would I put, though? I'm just going to put a random number at the end of it. I'm going to, you know... Oh, replace one of the letters with a number. Oh, that's genius. I guess... Which one can I replace? I guess animal. What can I replace with a 4? I mean, you won't see the results of that until much later, but okay. That's fine. Thing I want... This needs to be playing 2 days ago. That's another number right there. Wherever it is. Two days ago. Oh, hello. Someone's visiting. Apollo. Hey, it's me, Apollo. Let's hang out here. Alright, fair enough. And what's the other thing I need to... Okay, so the video... will contain a number, which I've done 2 days ago. Another riddle on the bulletin board with a number as well. And me wearing a number t-shirt. Hello, Apollo. What's up? I'm here because I need to ask you something. But I already forgot what it was. Gah! Fair enough. I guess we'll get out... While we're here, we'll make sure I'm holding the numbered shirt I want to wear. And the number 1 shirt I saw was only that number 1, which I don't know if that's the one I want. But, you know, we'll at least have it here, because it seems to be the only one we have. So, okay, what sort of... Okay, we'll make sure we keep these in an easy to access location, otherwise I'm going to accidentally put it away. This stuff, this can all be sold, that doesn't really matter. So, okay, we got the thing to wear. We done the Animal Crossing video title. We done the music. The style, the music. And now I need to come up with a riddle on the bulletin board with a number as an answer. I guess I could put like a maths riddle. 84 fun maths riddles, just to get some inspiration. But this I'm going to have to do afterwards. Oh! Oh, by the way, you hungry? Because I got this pair on it with your name on it. I just thought of a riddle, which I'll do this after this episode, I think. It's going to be, which number... I just realised the answer to this is a 2-digit number. Take the smallest number with all... Hold on, what's the first number? I was going to basically be like, which number has all its letters in alphabetical order? And the smallest number is 40. What's the smallest number with all its letters in reverse alphabetical order? Oh, 1, I guess. That's a bit anticlimactic. I was going to hope that they divide. I need, like, a way to get 4. What's special about 4? What's special about 10? Or 8 or 5? Oh, hello. I reckon it's time. No time for me to skedaddle. Gotta say, this is a real nice place you got here. Take care, Apollo. Gotta admit, this was a gas. I'll see you around, kiddo. I also guess I need to put the stereo somewhere else. And I need to build a fence to make sure he doesn't wander off too far. So we got to pick up some fences. To make sure that I can basically corral him to where I need to go. So it's going to be a little bit strange, I suppose, if you're watching this episode or tomorrow's episode, being like, what on earth happened to your village? But, you know, hopefully he doesn't watch it himself. So we've got to put some fences down to make sure that he doesn't wander off too far. Which is certainly a little bit different from how we're used to doing things. So, you know, I apologise for doing this in the middle of the episode, but, you know, we were talking about fruits and vegetables, so, you know, I guess it's not really the biggest loss in the world. We had a bit of a weird conversation going on anyway. I guess we could be a bit economical. And we'll have to move these lilies of the valleys. Just to make sure, the path's actually made. Anyway, what's I talking about? Okay, so basically I need a way to reference 4 or 10 or 8 or 5. No, it has to be 5 or 8 or 10. Yes, because otherwise it's going to be 2. But basically I need to get a number which is less than 10. Now I like that question. To get to 40. Now I just need to figure out what my other question is going to be. I suppose we can corral him up this way. Oh, we can move the gyroids! Oh, that's genius. So do this to make sure he can't go this way. We'll block this path. This is going to be so annoying for me, I suppose. But, you know, the things you do for your friends. To make sure that they can have a grand old time. Can I actually put stuff here now? I can actually put stuff here now. Okay, wonderful. I hope we got enough fences for all of this. Okay, so how can I make a riddle which results in 10? Oh, we already used 4 though. I don't want to use it again if at all possible. But I might not get much of a choice. No, we can make it be like 8. Maybe I can do something which is a bit of a reference to something between me and my friends. I suppose this flower can stay here. I suppose this light can stay here because it also blocks off away. And then we'll just sort of repurpose those gyroids to make sure that they become a path. I could also change a flag. That's an interesting idea. There was a thought I had where I was like, what if I changed the town theme tune and then he could like do notes from that? But I think that'd be a bit too difficult, to be perfectly honest. So I'm sort of just setting this up. How many more? We already got 5 more fences. Okay, so we're going to have to move these gyroids. But using them as a fence is just a very amusing idea, I think. Plus, you might enjoy them. I don't think he's played since he's seen the gyroid update. You know what, I should probably just pick these up and put them down, right? And honestly, this is certainly something I should not be doing in the middle of the Animal Crossing episode, but, you know, here I am. What? Why aren't you going here? And then, you know, I'm going to have to clear it up afterwards anyway, so... It's very, very noisy over here, you might say. And it's going to be very annoying in tomorrow's episode. That's okay. Everything's going to be properly set up in tomorrow's episode, hopefully. What sort of riddle can we get which ends in... Which ends in 10? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Probably I'll get some good answers from the comments or something, but unfortunately it's going to be too late probably. But well, actually it's not technically going to be too late, but I'm not gonna probably pay attention to him. I apologise. Now I just got to make sure that tomorrow I actually, you know, properly seal off the place. I don't believe friends can move furniture items, right? I don't think so. It's been a while since I've hosted, you know, friends in Animal Crossing. Most of the time we just talk on Discord, to be honest, in Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing's a bit passé now. Oh, do we have enough gyroids? It's going to be a bit close. It's a bit uncanny, isn't it, if anything? It's sort of like I shut off my island. But, that's certainly fine. Just going to place these items down. I think we have just enough gyroids, luckily. Which is good, because I'm too lazy to definitely get any more fences. Well, actually, I might have one too many gyroids. Weirdly enough. I mean, I'm going to have to rearrange a house to make sure that there's furniture items inside the other room, so he can't go anywhere, but... That's significantly easier. Oh yeah, we actually have one too many gyroids. Weird. I guess, you know, we'll just put this one up here. There's bubbles, why not? And then we just gotta rearrange this a little bit, you know. Just to make sure this all works out. You can't miss it. We need to put a stereo down somewhere as well. I don't know where I'm gonna put a stereo. This can't go in storage, alright, I guess. I will be sitting here. I suppose on this. With a numbered shirt on. And then, you know, we'll just put some stuff in front of the doorway so he can't get out of here. Stuff which I'll remember. Because we unfortunately can't really block the stairs. Oh, that'd be cool if this is part of it. I don't want this to trick him though, so we'll turn back around. Oh, I guess we could put the number up there. Nah, the house difference over. Latest Animal Crossing video title. The musical stereo. The bulletin board. meet the mayor. So it's a 4-digit code. Man, I forgot about the present sort of thing. This is what I was doing to work out what presents to give my villagers. I mean, I just honestly forgot about it. So, you know, that's kind of how it is now. We need to put the stereo down somewhere. I'm not sure where to put the stereo. I guess I'll put it near the entrance. We'll put it somewhere to the right. So we'll just sort of wander down here, make sure this is a path you can't get out of. Make sure there's no possible way. And I think he is delightfully sealed off. Then I think we'll replace this mushroom. Or at least move this mushroom a little bit backwards. And put this stereo here instead. Is it playing the right thing? And make it play that. And I think that's good. I think we're good. You know, I've done the setup. I apologise. That probably wasn't the most interesting thing in the world. I guess we'll make our own little gap this way by moving some of these gyroids out of the way. Let's not move that one. Otherwise, we're going to forget about that one. I'm going to be honest. And we'll just have to deal with this for one day, but it's perfectly fine. I want to get this sorted, and now I'm going to put the riddle, I suppose, on the board. I'm going to try and figure out whatever it is, and then yeah. So I don't know, washing fruits and vegetables. I guess that's the title of this episode. Very strange, but anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join my Dear Darling Discord. Follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.